All right, here we go. So we are in the car. I'm with Stephen. Hi, Stephen. How you going?
G'day.
And I assure you, we're going to do this safely and legally. I thought this would just be a great opportunity to have a little bit of fun, chat in the car. So, Stephen, first of all, everyone wants to know what's with the lack of facial hair. Like, what determines what you do?
I want to say the seasons, in the sense where in summer you'll shave and cut everything off. In winter you grow everything.
Because it just keeps you warm. Yeah.
You know, that would be practical, but I kind of realize it's never practical. It's actually quite the opposite. I do the opposite. We're not good at talking to people about our emotions, right? We're slower than the women in doing so. And then to compensate for that, I think the emotions trapped inside just spill out. So the tougher you're going through, the more I think it just shows on my face.
Everyone knows you love food.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you work in food, you love food. So my question to you is, if you had one last meal on earth, what would that be?
I want to still say a durian.
Well, how about in terms of what you love to cook? You know, if you wanted to make your home-cooked, you know, hearty, the kind of thing that expresses your love to someone the most, like family member or whatever, what would you cook?
So like sticky rice in lotus leaf with mud crab on top kind of thing.
That's home cooking. Sticky rice with lotus leaf.
Special home cooking with high calories.
What is the funniest, most amusing thing that has ever happened to you in youth group, either as a youth leader or even as a youth?
And back in the day when I was a youth, I think it was year 5 or year 6, there was a sleepover one time at church, and finished watching a youth group, a movie with the youth group, and we were in our sleeping bags, and our mate Philip, he's lying in a sleeping bag sleeping. I'm looking at Leo, hinting to him, gesturing to him, hit him. He did it. He smacked him right in the middle of the stomach.
Wow.
It was a gentle slap. But the problem was, Philip was wearing an oversized sleeping bag. So Philip wasn't exactly matching the sleeping bag in height.
So I'm hearing the middle. I'm hearing the stomach didn't turn out to be a stomach.
It wasn't a stomach.
Let's just say Philip was in a lot of pain.
He was, and he hit notes that we've never ever heard before.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Wow. Okay.
And
what is one thing that you feel like no matter how old you get, you still want to be young at heart about?
Energy to serve in areas where we think it's age orientated. Like youth leading is a classic. Youth leading is only for those who are young, or to those who do welcoming. Welcoming are those with pretty faces, or young, energy to welcome people. It does help. But it's not limited.
Just being able to have a go, you mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, doesn't really matter what it is. Like, you're right. Like, younger people will be like, oh, I'll give that a go. I might, like, be terrible at it, but I'll give it a go. And it's actually the older people who often, we shy away from that because we have a bit more, face to save, and we don't want to, we don't want to try things that we know we may fail in. That's a really good one. I love that. And I hope that's still going to be the case. What's something that we can, as a church community, pray for you in that kind of, as you think about, God willing, actually being confirmed as an elder?
Please pray to guard my heart and be humble in God. Pray that in the busyness of everything, do not lose that kind of opportunity and desire to just simply stop, chat, and actually to pray. I think those are two important things and just very humbling things so that we can focus on Christ, and that's something that we love prayer on.
But I hope this has been helpful for you. It's been a lot of fun chatting in the car. No accidents so far, so that's nice. I've known Stephen for the last 11 years, and I really believe he is ready to assume this important role at church, and he's just such a great guy. So I hope you take this into account and prayerfully support our nomination of Stephen as a future elder of our church.